Hello sir, this is Sampath Mailavarpu. Now I am going to present about the use of genetic algorithm to reduce the bullwhip effect. So basically, in order to maintain any supply chain proper efficiently, we need a proper forecasting because forecasting is the foundation for all the decisions and all the strategic and also the management decisions we take. So we shouldn't compromise in forecasting to maintain an efficient supply chain. So uh, but there are few fluctuations in the distribution channels of forecasting demand because if we see here clearly in this picture there are actual demand is 9 units but the forecasted demand by the retailer is 10 units, and this one extra is called the safety stock or buffer stock. And when it comes to the retailer, it became 15 including the safety stock of the retailer. And when it comes to the distributor, it became 20, again 5 added because he also kept as a safety stock and also to get a bulk discount. And when it went to the manufacturer and he ordered for the 40 units, see the actual demand of the customer is 9 units but the complete demand forecasted at the end of the supply chain is 40 units. So these fluctuations increase from initial to the final, from the bottom to the top of the supply chain, and this effect is called bullwhip effect. So basically it is nothing but it is the phenomenon of the distribution channel in which the inefficiencies of the supply chain are yielded by the forecasting. So in order to overcome these type of inefficiencies, we have few optimization tools, and some of the optimization tools are mentioned here like genetic algorithm, multi-matrix real coded genetic algorithm, likelihood ratio estimator, ordinal optimization, perturbation analysis, and Kriging. So here in this presentation, we will focus on the genetic algorithm. So basically, what is genetic algorithm? It is just an optimization technique which follows the Darwin's principle of the survival of the fittest. So it is a search methodology in which we allot the fitness values to each and every chromosomes. So how do we get these chromosomes? By encoding the set of parameters into a potential solution of the optimization problem. We have a particular problem and there are some potential solutions to this, and we encode a set of parameters of these solutions. This solution depends on few parameters, right? So we are going to encode these parameters so that by encoding these parameters we get few chromosomes. So now we are allotting the fitness values to these chromosomes. So what does genetic algorithm do is this divides the population, that is the chromosomes, and also it computes the fitness value. So why do we use parallel genetic algorithm? In this paper, they used parallel genetic algorithm. Parallel genetic algorithm because it tries to improve the solution quality and also reduces the time complexity. And not only that, there is another reason to use this parallel genetic algorithm because it it calculates the fitness values in parallel nodes while changing the best individuals in initial steps itself. So by using parallel genetic algorithm, they came up with a new form of this parallel genetic algorithm called Bullwhip Island Parallel Genetic Algorithm, short form BIPGA. So it is used to reduce the bullwhip effect. So while encoding, like while creating the chromosomes, we encode using binary encoding as the crossover. So let's briefly discuss what happens in this genetic algorithm BIPGA. So what happens is here we are seeing these three circles. These three are called slave nodes. What happens is whenever the algorithm is started, here these three nodes transfer each other the best chromosomes of themselves. And once this is done many times, and once the algorithm terminates, each of these three are called slave nodes, right? Each of the slave node sends one best solution to the master node. Now what does this master node do is it collects all the best solutions from all the slave nodes and takes one with the best fitting value as the output of the genetic algorithm. So it selects only one best chromosome, and this best combination will reduce the bullwhip effect. So this is the greatness of the genetic algorithm. So let us see the results of the genetic algorithm. So if we see here clearly, the left side picture, this is the normal behavior of the supply chain. See here how distorted is the fluctuations. It's very fluctuating. Every member of supply chain, not at least one, are proper. Customer, retailer, warehouse, distributor, and factory. Everything is distorted. But once we apply this IPGA algorithm, like bullwhip island parallel genetic algorithm, the behavior has completely changed. If we see here, there are no fluctuations. Almost 90% of the fluctuations are reduced. So finally we achieved it. We have reduced the bullwhip effect using this genetic algorithm. And in addition to this, since we have reduced this fluctuations, we are able to reduce the total accumulated cost also. So basically, to maintain an efficient supply chain, there should be no fluctuations, and to get the more profits, we need to reduce the costs. So if we see here, after applying this genetic algorithm, the total accumulated cost have drastically fallen down after using. See the red line which represents the normal cost, and the blue line represents the IPGA, island parallel genetic algorithm cost. So there is a huge decrease in the slope, which in turn tells that the total accumulated costs are reduced. So hence we have achieved our target. So in summary, we can say that a new genetic algorithm like BIPGA is identified, and what did this bullwhip effect happen? This bullwhip effect is reduced, and simultaneously our total accumulated costs were also reduced. So what does this bullwhip island parallel algorithm gives us? So it produces high quality solutions. If we see here in the previous result slide, we have found that the fluctuations are almost reduced. So the high quality solutions are produced, and since we are using parallel genetic algorithm, the time complexity are reduced. So it is one of the more advantage thing of using this genetic algorithm. And also the processing power. Since we are using this binary encoding, the processing power used is very less. So we can reduce the power required to process it. So hence the binary encoding is justified. So finally, bullwhip island parallel genetic algorithm have met the following demands. These are like, we have reduced the bullwhip effect, we have reduced the accumulating cost, we have preserved our time, and we got a high quality solution, and also we saved the processing power of the system. Thank you.